Hello there, everyone, and welcome to the show that nobody watches. It's Super Cast Brothers, where we talk about Smash Brothers, because why else would we have called it this? I'm Zantok, otherwise known as Lister, and we've also got around here some people.
Da, 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 da. Hey, how's it going? It's me, Jonno, and everything that I know about League of Legends, I learned in the last hour.
This sounds like an AA meeting. Hi, my name is Arun, and League of Legends, unfortunately, has been part of my life for way too long.
Since
Hi,
you were
Arun.
born, because you're 12.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, just think, Lister was graduating high school when you were born.
Oh,
Wow.
And I'm Suji. I've been playing League for Jesus motherfucking like 15-ish years. I've been RPing from it for about 10-ish years. And you can also find me on Twitch. I stream 3-4 days a week. Suji X Fuji. You can find me Suji Fuji or Suji X Fuji pretty much anywhere.
Sweet.
And I've
Wow.
played League exactly 3 times.
I think all
Have
Each
you?
of
three
those
with me
times
too.
with one of these two people. So hey, I have little knowledge. You know the character I know the most about is Misfortune. You know what I remember? Pew pew
tits.
cannonballs. That's what I
Yes.
remember.
And boobies. She walks with the
Boobies.
boobs.
Yeah, I don't. What took my eye was the cannonballs. I'm sorry, but
Yeah, I bet.
they fall from the sky. That's what I got for you. So, why the fuck are we talking about League? This is a Smash Bros. Podcast. What the fuck's going on here? Well, here's the thing. We wanted to talk about a third-party franchise and just pick one and be like, hey, what theoretical content could we see from this game in Smash? The problem with most third-party franchises is, though, it's really obvious who would get in. If it's Crash Bandicoot, you're going to get Crash. If it's, Street Fighter, you're going to get Ryu. If it's Soul Calibur, you're getting Nightmare. If it's Klonoa, you're getting Klonoa. If it's Rayman, you're getting Ray. You get the idea.
If it's Mario, you're getting Bathtub Mario. If it's Xenoblade, you're getting Azurta.
Yeah,
Makes
sure,
sense.
whatever.
Yeah.
Your camera,
sense to me.
by the way, has been frozen since the moment you have revealed your Toad hat. Just so you're aware, you.
Oh,
freaking
really?
You broke
monster.
it. Congratulations.
Yeah,
Excellent.
yeah. It's actually kind of funny because your eyes are closed during it. So
It's
we're like,
fine. Just leave it. It'll be
Yeah.
fine.
So we were like, okay, well, what's a huge game, a huge popular third-party game that has no established main character? Because even with Overwatch, you can say it's Tracer, and that people bring up in Smash conversation from time to time. It's like, oh, hey, well, what about League of Legends? A character from that game got rumored for Ultimate DLC sometime in the last year. It's like, yeah, sure, let's do that. Wait, problem. Neither of us know the game at all. Guess.
Guess.
That's why they're here.
Is
And
this
they
also the
will
first
never
time
come
it's-
back because they're going to tell us, dude, this sucked.
No,
I
I'm a
don't
Jedi.
know.
I
The
like to talk,
contract.
so.
Oh. You
Again,
and me
you're not
both.
getting paid. This is exposure, not money.
Is this Suji and Arun's first time meeting too?
Yes. And they will be adding each other in
Welcome.
League afterwards, play one game show, and be like, wow, no. So, the whole idea here today is to talk about what theoretical content we could get from League of Legends into Smash. And there's a literal fuck ton of characters. Apparently 155? Why? Why?
They add multiple champions throughout the year as well, so it's constantly adding on to that. Yeah,
And the most recent is Gwen, the hallowed seamstress, apparently.
Ugh, she's wonderful.
I love
That's
her.
a whole other subject. I will rant forever on that. She's wonderful. I love
That's
her.
one of your new roleplay characters I'm getting. Okay.
It is,
good to
actually.
Jesus Christ. Alright.
It is. I love her.
I'm not having to pull up her page to even know what she looks like. Oh.
It's a living doll, essentially. The soul of her maker after she died pretty much brought her to life. She's a living doll that fights with a giant pair of scissors. Definitely not Kill la Kill style at all.
You know, I
It's
wasn't
wonderful.
sure what I was expecting, but it wasn't that.
She's
She runs with
adorable.
scissors.
She's all like Lolita style. She's really freaking cute and she's really sweet. And I love her.
What is this game? Why does this game
It's
exist?
something I have to dress up as.
Sure.
Do it.
Yeah.
Like the
Yeah,
giant
okay.
drills and everything, please. Yes.
So is this
Okay,
going to be
yeah,
your next year's cosplay then?
This year's actually.
This year, like tomorrow, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well then.
yeah.
I'm sure
Yeah.
the stream will. Oh wait, no, you don't stream on Saturdays. That's sad. But League of Legends content in Smash. There's a fuck ton of characters to go with. There's not very much for stages though. There's only like 2 options. Arguably 3, I guess, if you
No,
want to consider the arena
there's-
for TFT.
Well, there's technically 4. Because there's the main arena, there's where Aram's is, which is Howling Abyss, and there's
Twisted Tree Line.
Twisted Tree Line, yeah. And what was the other one? There's a special event one. It was for Shurima. I can't remember the name of it. Do you remember the name? It was like all Shurima themed, so it was all like a desert map or whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't play much of it, but they make special maps occasionally for certain events that don't last very long.
There was
So
a
there is
Bilgewater one
actually-
for Arams too, I think.
Yes, they did an overlay for the ARM one that was Bilgewater, so it was all like a pirate port town essentially. And I wish they would have kept it because the music was amazing. All of it was amazing.
It was great.
But yeah, so there's actually quite a few, and that's not including any of the new stuff that they've done, like the TFT or like the shooter game and like anything like that too. So there's actually quite a few options as far as that
I thought
goes.
there was just the 3-lane map and the 1-lane map, and then
Nope.
that's
There's
it.
there's the main map which has the 3 lanes. There's the 1 lane map, and then there's Twisted Tree Line, which is 2. That one's 3v3 games. It's not played as much, but yeah.
Mm. And when you
And
have the
also,
option of one
like-
extreme or the other extreme, who wants to go in the middle?
I mean,
There's also like a whole world, like Runeterra, so there's like different regions and stuff that you could take ideas off of for stages. Like Shurima's all deserty, so you can easily have like a desert theme, or Freljord is all icy theme, so you can have like an icy tundra map. And then
they have Piltover is all like steampunk, so you could
Steampunk.
literally do like anything with that. Yeah, Shadow Isles is my ultimate favorite, which is literally an island filled with living nightmares. So like,
Yep.
you know, there's an entire like ridiculously long and complicated lore to this place. So yeah, there's a lot.
And she knows all of it.
Oh,
Literally
I'm
every word of it.
yeah,
I mean, I've been role playing from it for like 10 years or so, and I've
Nice.
actually made lore for characters that didn't used to have lore. So yeah, I know quite a bit of the
Excellent.
lore, unfortunately.
Is
And then
is
they
one of
I
release
the
read
official
a lot of lore.
and it cancels out your lore, unfortunately.
I turned in my lore for Evelyn, which is the main person that I roleplay. I turned in my lore for her to Riot a long time ago because people were like, "No, your lore sounds really cool." And I noticed like a year later they took a lot of the ideas that I had sent them. So
Hmm.
just saying.
So what you're saying is you want Evelyn to be in Smash.
I would love that, but I'm also extremely biased. I also have a tattoo of a quote of hers. So, yeah, I'm a little biased.
Well, there you go. There you go.
what's the quote? Because she says some very provocative
The
things.
night, no. The night is my veil.
Oh
Is
yeah,
the one that I
she does
have.
that.
Luckily, it was kept after her redo because I did it before her redo, and then they remade her like from the ground up, and they gave her a bunch of new quotes and got rid of a bunch. And I was like, oh god, did my tattoo just become null and void? But they
Her
kept
new-
it, so I'm safe.
Her new voice lines are
nice?
Can you imagine? So the conversation piece. Oh, so what's your tattoo mean? Well, it's technically non-canon now, but
It was not this close, yeah.
It's like you and that tattoo that you have of the novel version of Ben Solo.
No.
It's on the back of his neck.
nothing is on the back of my neck except for skin.
I'll say.
Whose?
Your grandfather's, actually.
Oh, excellent. Excellent.
Yes. He says he would like a pineapple.
You know what? That checks out.
Mm.
That checks out. I'll
I
get
bet,
him one
I
after
bet.
this.
I bet. So, stage-wise, I don't really... Again, all I knew was 1-lane, 3-lane. So I was trying to come up with, like, okay, how the fuck would you translate the general 3-lane fucking map into a Smash Bros. Map? Because this is completely different. The way it's set up, it feels like it's an impossible task.
Yeah.
To me as an overly creative person as well, I also see it more as like they would make it look like the main lane, like the center lane, but in the background, you know how they'll always have like the different like
Oh, yeah.
moving aspects and stuff like that, putting the main jungle camps like throughout the background. So dragons a really main one, or like barons a really main one, and that could also be an environmental hazard as well. They could actually at some point have something that would interact with the map directly. With dragon and baron are like the big ones. The other ones are smaller camps, but they're just kind of like known type thing. But
Right.
like having those two interact like periodically, I could see something like that very easily. It would be a really pretty map because it would be kind of unassuming, the fact that it's like just a really tranquil forest type thing, and then there's just kind of randomly beasts throughout it. It seems kind of unassuming in that aspect. So I
You
think
think you're
that would work
fighting in
out
a
well.
peaceful little pretty little valley, and all of a sudden, dragon.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah. And I
can
think
easily see them putting
also,
the river in it too.
yeah, I was kind of thinking
Yeah.
about it like the Pokemon stages, or even that one Fire Emblem stage. It was like it transforms like mid
Cast
fight,
Sage.
Yeah.
where you can kind of have like, I don't know, like if you do Shurima for one theme, it's like all deserty, and like you see all the Shurima League of Legends champions like in the background messing you up,
Oh, that would be
and
cool.
then it like transform into like Freljord, which is like the icy one, and then all like the ice champs come and screw you up, kind of like
Yeah.
they did in the Fire Emblem
Yeah.
map. I forgot the
That's
name
really
of it.
cool, actually.
Or
Yeah,
the
I like
Pokemon
Garrick
one.
Montmonacy, I think is one you're referring
Yeah.
to.
Mhm.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
So kind of like
Yeah,
a
that's really
transforming,
cool.
shifting one, because there's just so much going on in the League of Legends world and maps. You can kind of highlight
yeah.
them all in one map.
That's
Speak-
something we've been getting with a lot of the DLC maps as of late. Is we're getting a lot of character cameos that appear in the background. We've got it in the King
Yeah.
of Fighters stage. Again, Garrick Monastery. I know I said a lot, and I can only name two right off the bat like that. But hey, you know,
I could see them.
Cloud C has it.
I could see them
Mementos.
doing that too with oh my gosh, I can't remember the name of it now. Where the Yordles are
Mementos.
from. Where the Yordles are from.
Isn't that a Dr. Seuss thing?
I no, Yordles are short furry people essentially.
Oh, I'll think of the like, turtle
Oh,
people.
Vandal City.
Vandal City, yes. I could see them doing Vandal City and then like having in the background just a bunch of Yordles running around,
Just, like,
and they could do so many cameos with the different Yordles in the background that might not be playable characters, but they're running around, and like you see Teemo's very staple with League of Legends. So like seeing him running around in the background or something like that would be like perfect. So like having
Would be a
stages switch
huge
that would do
Easter egg,
that
yeah.
would, 110%.
Isn't there
Or,
a
like-
pirate city as well?
Yeah, that's Bilgewater.
Yeah.
Yep. That's the one that we were
Bilgewater.
saying had the overlay over Aram at some point too. Yeah, yep. There's that one, which has a lot of possibilities too. There's a lot of characters that are from those. So yeah, that would be really cool. And having the environmental hazards change like with each map, I do like that. Yeah,
Okay, interesting.
depends on how literal they want
Yeah.
to be, I guess, or
I mean-
expansive.
There's always the argument of like approaching for thinking of like what would actually happen in Smash, which Sakurai has been known to, especially with recent third-party shit, to go as accurate as possibly you can. It's like, oh, we're adding in a Minecraft character. We're going to add in actual mining and crafting because I'm a mad scientist. And then there's what we come up with, which is sometimes better, sometimes, yeah, you know, we tried.
To put it lightly. Yep.
Yes. I had made my own Steve from Minecraft at one point, and I was like, you know what? Mine's not as good. It's not. I tried, though.
No, it wasn't. You
When's
did
the-
have him riding a pig, though. And that was pretty good.
Oh, yeah, that's like the victory, one of the victory animations. I like that one.
Yeah, I thought it was like the basis of the moveset.
Nope. Definitely not.
Okay.
I would remember that.
Would you?
I don't know. This was done in like
Is that a
2019.
Neopet on your
This was like
t-shirt?
2019. No! It's not a fucking Neopet. That site's been dead to me since they sold it to the Scientologists.
That's sad.
Is that a
It's
flower
happening.
from Stevie Wonder's songs in the Key of Life?
First of all, I don't music and you know this. Second of all, this just looks like a fucking flower to you.
Oh no!
You look more like a fucking flower.
I mean, you do have a mushroom on your head. That's fair.
Yeah, yeah.
It's gonna make you start walking in weird directions that you didn't mean to go in.
True. It looks like Magmar.
No,
That's-
no, wait. I can see that because the tail and the
I
colors.
mean, it's
I can-
closer than a
Yeah.
fucking flower.
That's
Sure.
I'll
Kinda.
give you that.
God, it's Red 13 that made it look like painted Simba. Damn it.
I was gonna guess that next. It
No,
does
you
look very
didn't.
nice. Very crafty.
Anyways, so I kind of like what we've gotten for a stage here. I forgot the name of the world at large because hey, but
Rune
we got-
Terra.
sure, that word. I figure it's probably gonna be called that, and yeah, I mean, changes probably have like the same basic, more or less platform shape, but transforms, changes, gets different skins as you go through different transformations, and each one kind of like the Pokemon stage, Kayla's Pokemon League, could have different big enemies that appear on it. Dragon could be on a more generic location. I don't know everything, so maybe something aquatic on the pirate map. I don't fucking know shit.
Could also do more cameos that way too. That
Yeah.
would interact. Like for Bilgewater, Tom Kench. Tom Kench is basically a gigantic fat catfish man, and he makes
Sorry, what?
no. He
I'm
makes
sorry, what?
Yeah.
his whole
All right.
his
Best
whole thing is-
accent ever.
Yeah, his whole thing is literally eating people. Like he helps your teammates by literally he attacks with his tongue. Don't look at the internet.
Ooh.
Noted.
And
Will
then
not look at the
misfortune. There's a
internet.
lot of things. But he'll literally like pretty much put somebody in his mouth and carry them so it's like protected by him and spit them out at another location. Like that's his ultimate. But like having somebody like that because he's actually like a big like in lore he's supposed to be like just a legend type thing.
Yep.
So having somebody like that like come up out of the water suddenly and like be an environmental hazard would be something probably for Bilgewater.
Yeah, I can totally see because like you said, there's 155 champs, so like the possibilities are endless. Like
Oh yeah.
Bilgewater is probably my favorite like realm, and like Alawi is one of my mains, and Alawi, like you saw listers, the tentacle lady. So
Oh, yeah,
I
I
could
get
totally
this.
see her, like just
I feel
coming
like
out
that
and
we're
just
building a theme here. Hold on.
slapping
We can-
everyone with tentacles.
On topic,
Also don't look at Google.
Yeah.
Are we gonna
No,
name this like tentacles and tongues?
No, we're not.
No, that's the fanfic that comes afterwards.
Yes.
Oh, there's been a few of you and I.
I mean, at once upon a time we were supposed to make a Smash Brothers fanfic, and that kind of died.
It's
bring it
too
on.
big. Like a few other things.
Honestly, it was kind of ambitious how we were coming at it. It was just too much. Honestly.
Yeah,
Honestly.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
boy.
could also see like for Shadow
Oops.
Isles them doing like Karthus. Karthus is basically think the Lich King.
Oh, yeah.
They're
Grim
We talked
Reaper.
about
kind
it
of gets
recently.
he kind of gets set as like the head of the Shadow Isles if there really can be one. But his ultimate literally is like after X amount of time, everyone gets hit with the same attack. Like period. There's no dodging it. You can put a shield up, but you can't run from it or anything. So some people on some maps, whenever it happens, you're like, all right, I'm just gonna stand here and die because once it hits, I'm dead. I can't do anything about it. So like having something similar to that would be kind of cool, or like having it hit in like multiple spots or something like that. I feel like that's a very staple for Shadow Isles type thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The unfortunate thing is with again 155 characters, it's impossible to give all of them something. Even with having a whole bunch of cameos, a character or two, costumes, assist trophies, spirit battles, they're not all going to get represented. It's just not fucking possible when you have this much shit.
Yeah. Well, like
But
like
you
I
can
said
get a good
earlier, I
chunk.
would like I said earlier, I would love to see Evelyn as like one of the characters that would get added. Do I think she would be one of the characters they would pick? Absolutely not. She's not
No.
popular enough. They would probably end up doing Lux or Annie or Ash
Jinx.
or Ezreal or
Ari.
Timo or
What
Ari.
about-
God, they would do
What about
Ari.
Mini Krug?
What about
Poro,
where's his name?
Poro for sure.
What about
Oh,
Amuro?
Poro for sure.
Oh no, a Poro
Amuro.
would be one of those useless items that would show up actually. So you could just like pick it up and
Yeah.
throw it.
Wow.
And
I
it
feel
wouldn't
like that's
actually hurt
also
anybody, it would
another
just
no.
kind of bump them a little
Like a
bit. That would be it. That's
Kind of-
all I can see it as.
Which character was that? Because I'm not seeing them on here.
Poros are the little fuzzy creatures on the era map that you can feed a biscuit. You come in with a biscuit and you can feed them, and
Oh,
they
the
get
thing
bigger.
that I didn't
The
understand.
little white fluff balls.
Yeah. Wait. Oh, I
They
don't.
can
the
where
thing
do you
I
go?
tried to
Wait,
do
I
was
have
make
one.
it work.
Hold on, I have one. This one.
Oh, yeah.
There's a Poro.
I know what to do with those.
I do. I have this one, and I have one with a mustache. Rude.
Yeah.
Oh, the Brahm
Nice,
mustache.
nice.
I love it.
Yeah, I have the one with the Brahm mustache too, but he's not over here because my daughter broke the back of him, so I have to fix them. But I have a
Wow.
horde of these.
Rip.
This is just the one that stays by my computer. But yeah, because if you feed, I was trying to think, because if you feed them a bunch of them, they get really big and then they explode and turn into a million little Poros. So it'd be kind of cool if they could do something to like kind of copy that in a way, or maybe just the Poro like grows over time and then explodes and does damage or something. I'm not
I have
sure.
something.
Yeah, like a sis trophy.
I have
Yeah.
something. So, Smash Ultimate introduced Spirit Battles, which are event matches but themed around a specific character. It's the idea of that character's spirit is possessing another fighter, and there's all kinds of special conditions. So, hear me out here. That thing being represented by Kirby, and it starts out as, it starts out as a small Kirby, and it will, over time, just grow bigger, like a super mushroom had activated on it. And when it gets KO'd, 10 mini Kirbys appear. And you have to kill
Yes.
all of them now, too.
I love
Nice,
that
nice.
actually. Yeah, I love that.
Well, Poro is very similar to Poyo.
It's true. It's true. That was part of where I was going. Also, it's a round, fluffy thing. It eats and it gets bigger. Hello, Kirby.
Sounds like me. Oh yeah, Kirby.
yeah, I was gonna say same though.
Well, I mean,
Does Poro sing?
there is one skinny boy in this call. It is not me.
Poros make really adorable noises.
They're kind of
Okay.
cute. They're really freaking
What
adorable.
does it sound like? Like just vaguely.
Meow.
Like a little hamster.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's actually
okay,
fairly
okay,
accurate. Yeah,
okay.
they just have these really tight. No, we said hamster, not gerbil, sir.
Is that like a deeper tone?
Oh,
These
so it's more like-
they're kind of like a little mouse, honestly. Like they have these
Okay.
cute little
Little
like
mousy.
tiny high pitched noises that they
Got
make.
it. Got it.
Yeah.
So more along the lines of
Food.
Yes.
Mm.
Absolutely.
Well, this is not a night for that.
They also like to be thrown. They really like to be
Yeah.
like tossed
Oh.
around.
Yeah.
Really?
There's
Again,
there's a mode
more
that's
that we have in common.
There's a mode that's actually my favorite that's called Poro King, which is another one that they could do
Yeah.
like for like an era map, like the map's changing and stuff. They could do Poro King. So the whole thing with Poro King was the 1v1 map, but you could essentially throw snowballs at the other team, and you landed X amount of snowballs. You summon the Poro King for X amount of time on your team, who just like is this gigantic King Poro with a crown that just goes like crashing through everything, and they have to kill the Poro King on their end first to get theirs. It's super fun. I love it.
And you could feed the Poro King different like biscuits, and like the biscuits do different things. Like there's a fire breath biscuit, and like he blows fire. There's like a tornado biscuit, and he just shoots like tornadoes at people.
Like 5
amazing.
tornadoes in
That's
different
awesome.
directions. Yeah,
Alright,
it's really
so we have our
cool.
stage hazard for that transformation. I was also kind of figuring, okay, so the cameo elements, there's going to be these little fluffy balls, but also any of the the more cutesy characters are going to be in the background, just playing with them. So
yeah.
Amumu was playing catch with one of them.
Oh no, Braum would be in the background juggling them. Like Braum is he's very like connected with Poros, because in like his intro thing and everything, he was like saving a Poro, and like his whole like all of his cinematic stuff always involves Poros. And also if he specifically feeds a Poro a Poro snack, it grows a mustache and it keeps the mustache like he does.
Because
So
Braum has a really iconic mustache.
Yeah. So I'm like, yeah,
That is
he would
freaking
definitely be
awesome.
like,
Oh, yeah, I see.
juggling them or something in the background.
Yep.
Yeah. Braum is a big, giant, muscly man with a old school like handlebar mustache and a Russian accent. He's wonderful.
I feel like Annie would be kicking them.
Oh, Annie's the sweetest.
Really?
Annie's sweet
Yeah.
She's a
though.
little demented
She's
with her
so
title of the Dark Child.
Oh yeah, no, she's so sweet, but she has some pretty fucked up. She has a
Yeah.
pretty
She also
fucked
kills
up
her
past.
She summons a teddy bear to kill people.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but she's also a kid. She doesn't really know better.
Oh yeah, what kid doesn't want to
Child.
kill people with a teddy bear? Right?
I mean,
yeah,
my daughter
sure.
would do it if she could, and she's 3. So
Yeah,
Well, I mean, I
that's
just grew up with a
not
knife at that
helping.
age. Is that like an amorphism for like the friendliness of the community or something in League?
Yes, the
Yes.
League community is by far the friendliest community I've been a part of.
Oh, absolutely.
That's really
Really?
unfortunate.
Can't even say that with a straight face. Even the
I
RP
feel like
community.
this is the friendliest community right here. Jesus Christ.
That's
It has
honestly,
me.
honestly, that's the one major thing that like Dead by Daylight players and League of Legends players have in common is they will both, if you ask them if they really like the game, they're like, "Oh God, no, it's garbage. Don't play it. It's
Yep.
terrible.
Yeah.
Don't play it."
It's
Both
like
people will say that, even though they've poured hundreds of dollars and hours of their time into this game, they're still going to tell you it's trash and not to play it.
I was telling the room before we began that I was like, yeah, with Dead by Daylight, if anybody ever asks a player of the game, it's like, hey, do you think I should try this out? We're all just like, no,
Oh.
fucking save yourself.
No
Bury
way.
yourself.
Go play a
Exactly.
good game like Final Fantasy IX instead.
Exactly. Yep.
Elf bowling,
Yeah. See, I mean, even that,
bullet
honestly.
bowling, space pinball,
Mario Kart.
Minesweeper.
I don't know if I would recommend Mario Kart either.
Wii bowling.
Maybe if you're playing it on
Wii
your own.
bowling.
Yeah,
Wii bowling.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
a good one.
yeah.
There you
Wii
go.
boxing.
Oh God.
Imagine babies.
Cooking
Blood
Mama. They
Grant
got the first one, the one
64.
that got them in legal trouble.
Ah.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. There you
A
go.
good one.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, rip the Cooking Mama franchise. They're done.
Oh.
Speaking of
Yikes.
legal trouble, Riot Games, this podcast is purely for entertainment.
You mean we're not we're not? Fuck, I forgot the word. We're not just gonna peddle Raid Shadow Legends for cheap cash.
Why not?
No. Just RuneScape.
Wait, how can cash be cheap?
Brainpop.com.
Well, it's called a penny.
I mean,
You
yeah,
can
I
cut a penny in
guess.
half.
Would you
Yeah.
care for one?
I mean, that make me a penny richer
Sure.
than
Well,
I
you're
am
not
already.
worth it, so
Bring it on over. Let's go.
nah, that's not worth the drive.
Can you
The
mail
drive
it?
costs more than a penny.
Yeah, 10 minutes. Yeah, that's not worth it. I'm gonna pass on that. So, 155 characters. Who is the playable character, though? Because as much as there's so many options, and granted, not every playable character in League of Legends would really work as a character in Smash, but there's a good chunk. But you would only be adding one, at least to start. Who is that one?
Good chunk.
It's not like there's like a single face of the franchise, I guess.
There's not a single face of the franchise, but there's a lot of clearly Riot game favorites.
Mhm.
Popular ones, yeah.
I
Yes.
know. During the first battle, not battle pass. That's a different game. The first DLC Fighters Pass for Smash Ultimate, Ari came up as a rumored fighter. People were talking about,
Very
like,
much a
oh shoot,
favorite.
there's leaks saying that she's gonna be. And I'm just like, who? Okay.
Yeah,
That's where I
gets,
start the conversation. Is Ari?
Ari gets a lot of love because also KDA, which a lot of people know as just KDA for as far as music stuff. You probably know, but
He might.
a lot of people know
K-pop.
KDA a lot because of what it is, and they're like, "Oh, cool! It's a K-pop type group, whatever." But they're literally skins in League of Legends, and she's in all of that as well. And she has one of the most amount of skins. Her, Lux, and Annie, I think, have like the most skins in game, and that kind of shows who their biases are. And
Yeah.
Teemo probably too. Teemo has
Actually, Misfortune, believe it or not, has one of the most, and
That's true.
Ezreal as well. But
That's
yeah,
true.
like Ezreal, Lux, Ari, Annie, like those are.
Misfortune was one of the first champs, though. I think.
Yeah, she was
which
one of
is
the
why
OG
she
ones.
has so much too. Yeah.
Mhm.
There's actually a pretty small handful that were actually like the original champions that still get love, like a lot of love.
Yeah.
Like Ashe, whenever I started, Ashe was like their staple for everything. And she still
Yep,
kind of is
same.
when they first put something out, like when they first put the card game out. she was like, it was just her on like the front, and she was very much highlighted. But she's very much like, here's our step 1, Ash, show them. And then after step 1, they're like, get the hell out of the way, next.
Yeah.
She's the
But she's
introductory
kind of-
character.
Yeah, like I haven't played the tutorial in forever because I've been playing for so long, but I know whenever I played the tutorial, that was, you didn't have a choice, you played Ash. Like, to show you how to play the game, you played Ash. So
I
like
think
that's
this
literally
Fortune
like
was my
the here's the
tutorial.
game, here take Ash and roll with it. So I feel like they might play off of that, but chances are I feel like if Riot had a choice in it, they would probably end up picking a more favorable, even though I think there's like champions that would do better in the role. Like I think Kindred would be an amazing champion, or like an amazing character, playable character, but I don't think they would give it to Kindred either.
No, and like you can tell what champs Riot like just based on the amount of skins that those champs get, and like it's obvious,
That's who
but like
sells
it's
mine.
another luck skin, it's another misfortune skin, another Ezreal skin. We're just like, why does my champ that I main only have 2 skins? Because no one likes Alawi. Like who the hell plays Alawi?
Right.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
my
I just noticed
Evelyn-
something that there's called Twitch the Plague Rat, and I want to know more about this little
Yay!
shit.
He has the
Right.
best
What is
voice
this?
line in the whole game. I
He's
love
so good. I love Twitch. He's a little ADC. He gets all stealthy boy, and then he puts like poisons and stuff on people. He's
Goes
literally
invisible.
a little stealthy rogue. Yeah, he goes invisible, and most people just hide in the bushes and then just stick plague all over him for a while. He has some great voice lines and stuff.
his
too.
voice
He's
lines are
wonderful.
amazing. I love
He
it.
actually has a like medieval type skin that actually makes him into like a cute little rat with like peasant type clothes.
Oh,
It's the
yeah!
weirdest thing. It's literally he actually
And his
switched
voice
skins
changes,
stuff.
right?
Yeah, his
Yeah,
voice
he
is different than
squeaks.
skin. I won't ever play another skin from him. That one's so cute.
Yep.
But I'm also well, I'm not a current rat mom, but obviously I love rats. Like, so I'm a little biased, but you know.
When I was like making like a tentative list of like who I would see in League, I mean in Smash, like the issue, like the main difference between like Smash and League that I saw when like thinking like movesets and stuff is like honestly like the melee attack animations. Like I can't see a lot of League champs having like a punch or a kick or like a jab or a grab, because a lot of like League champs are like ranged or melee, and they really won't ever use their fists ever. Like Twitch,
which is the problem with Ari too, I think.
Yeah.
Because Ari wouldn't. That's not how she runs. Like I could see her slamming somebody down. I could see the grab animation.
I could see the grab animation,
but I couldn't see just like a basic like punch or anything like
I mean,
that.
couldn't she slap someone with her tails?
I mean, technically, but I feel like that's going to be a graphical nightmare.
Yeah.
I mean,
like
they've
whenever
done a
you're
lot of things with some characters. Like characters you may not originally think. Steve. A lot of people argue that how would Steve work in Smash? How's this gonna work? He doesn't look like he'd fit at all. It's like they literally just ported Steve's animations from Minecraft and be like, there you go. He's got all the shit.
That's true.
And even ones that you might not think would be a fighter, they were still been able to make work. Fox McCloud was in his ship only when they added him into the game. Captain Falcon, same thing.
True, that's true. It's just
very fun.
There's just
eggplant was just an eggplant.
There's just certain ones that I just think wouldn't work as well. Like I keep circling back to it because it is one that I would love to see, but like Evelyn, just the way she like the way she moves and stuff like that, I don't think there would be a solid way. Like she's not popular enough even with KDA because she is a part of that, but she's not popular enough like I don't think it would work out well. She's also not very full viewer friendly. She's mostly naked.
Pretty much naked.
She's actually technically she doesn't wear clothes. Her clothes are shadows. Literally,
shadows,
canonically, her clothing is shadows, and it's just enough to cover the bits, and that's really about it. So I don't. Yeah, she wouldn't know.
I mean, considering that they had to censor Mithra's chest window when they were adding Smash, like, yeah, I get the feeling that, and they wouldn't allow Mai from King of Fighters to be a cameo. It's like, yeah, as Sakurai puts it, Smash is for good boys and girls.
Now they could,
but Bayonetta's in the game.
They could give her I can't think of the name. She has a skin that she wears basically a cat suit. Like, they could technically do that, but then you're gonna have people pissed that they're not using real
base
Evelyn, they're
version.
using a skin. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like they would have to do the base version, and then, like, the different colors be, like, different skins or something like that.
Yeah.
Different skins, yeah.
Yeah. I could see them using Teemo, but again, the certain animations would be harder to do, because he would probably be more of, like, Kirby sized, and so
Kirby
like it
sized,
would be
yeah.
a little interesting to see them do that. But I could see them doing Teemo. Teemo's very much a fan favorite, very much a Riot favorite. So I could see them doing that.
If they can make Captain Olimar work.
I mean, yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
And I mean, Teemo leaves little.
So a
like,
lot of,
mushrooms
like,
and stuff, so I could
Isabel,
see them going
Villager.
with that. Yeah, true.
They, like, when I was looking at, like, all the chimps and stuff, I realized, like, when I was making my list, that a lot of the chimps I picked have, like, a supporting cast, so to speak. Like how Rosalina has Luma, for example. Like, I was thinking there's a champ called Zyra who uses, like, plants and stuff to fight for her. So I was thinking, like, a lot, like, even Heimerdinger, who has, like, little turrets that kind of fight for him. Like, I could feel like Smash could use more of those type of fighters that, like, the actual character doesn't fight, but he uses other things to fight for him.
Yeah, that would actually, Zyra would be really, really cool.
Even, like, Oriana, too, with her ball. Like, that
yeah.
almost mimics exactly what, like, Rosalina and Luma does. Like, Luma fights with Rosalina, Oriana fights with her ball all the time.
Yeah, actually, like, transferring that over would be pretty simple. Like, from her actions to Oriana's,
Yeah,
would
for
be,
sure.
would be very, a pretty seamless transfer that way too. Yeah. It's the same thing as, like, I think Kendrick would be another one that would fall into that category with Wolf, because Kendrick does fight for herself as well. She does fight with a bow, but she also has Wolf that's with her all the time. That is all of her abilities essentially are Wolf doing something, and that's their whole theme: is there's never one without the other, which is literally a quote. But they're essentially the Grim Reaper.
Oh,
they're death.
So yeah, they're death.
Oh, and the voice of Wolf is the voice act, the main guy in Critical Role. I forgot his name now.
Mercer.
Oh yeah, Matt Mercer.
Mercer. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He also voices my other main, Gangplank.
Which you freaked out on me about when you're like, wait a minute,
Yep.
wait a minute. I was like, yeah, he's in everything.
Wait a minute, his voice is so
really
familiar.
If he's not in it, then either Laura Bailey or one of these other two that I can't think of the names. There's like four.
Liam O'Brien's the voice of Yasuo.
I met the voice of Elise. I believe if I remember correctly, Elise is also Fiora. Both in League.
I would say like the Fiora. No, yeah, Xenoblade,
Elise,
that's the only Fiora I know.
Fiora is a French fencer, and Elise is
a
giant spider lady.
Okay, well, I don't like Spider Lady, but
yeah. I love Elise just because I love any product of the Shadow Isles, but
yeah,
I like all children of the Shadow Isles except Hecarim, because me and Hecarim are not friends right now.
But Centaur.
I mean, spooky Centaur
is a pain in the ass.
And so am I.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah, I know.
It's valid.
You're just minding your own business in the top lane, and then all of a sudden you just see a random ass Centaur charging at you from nowhere, and then you're dead.
Yep, pretty much. I can't count the amount of times, especially whenever he first came out, I'm like, oh shit, and I'm dead. Like, you can't even finish cursing that he's there, and you're dead.
You can't.
Like, okay, well, that's fine. I didn't need to live.
No, that's kind of like how I walk forward too far, and I'm getting hit, and it's like, oh no, I need to heal. I did hit the button fast.
Never mind.
I guess I'll take 30 seconds to respawn again.
Yep, that's
it's
about
like
right.
my 13th death in a row. You know, as the game does to you, because fuck League.
Yep. Again, this circles back to the fact that we all say, don't play it. We love it, but don't play it.
And I won't again. I will uninstall it tonight.
Yeah. Tell you.
Because I don't need to do it for research anymore.
No, but you have to play with me.
What? Hey, do a stream.
Wasn't that bad.
Do a stream and sure, I'll jump in. Maybe we can get Arun to play. He can pop in on your.
I'm scared to stream League. There's so many League streamers that people look for League streamers to see, like, oh yeah, they're playing this
Oh,
character
yeah.
really good. No, I'm fucking terrible. I don't care how long I played it. I fucking suck. But I still
Oh,
have
yeah.
fun with
Subscribers
it.
only chat.
I mean, that's true. That's true. I just hate to be that person,
Also,
but also,
mod. I can shut
I
the
mean,
fuck down.
true. That's true. That's true.
The problem with
But then
League
you
is
can
like
play with me.
metas and stuff. Like, I'm really good at the champs I play, but my champs suck in like every meta. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I play Alawi, Gangplank, and Lysandra. Those are my 3 go-tos every game. They have never ever been relevant in the game.
I was
since
gonna
I've
say, wow,
played.
those are really down there too. Actually,
They're always F-tier champs, but like
yeah.
I have 1,000,000+ mastery on those guys, but like they're trash, and like I know they're trash. Every matchup I play against is trash because my champs suck, but I still love them. So
I mean, my main
It's
is
like Suji
my
liking
two
Legion.
mains at least. My 2 mains at least are Nami and Varus, and Varus was viable once upon a time, but nobody really plays them anymore.
Yeah.
And Nami, everybody's like, oh, you can get better heals from Soraka, and I don't get that because Soraka to heal somebody has to do damage to herself, and yeah, you can balance it out, sure, but Nami, I can literally deal and heal in the same hit, and I feel like I can heal more, and I don't see the appeal. I've tried all. I mostly do support, so I've tried all like forms of it. People are like, no, Nami's trash. We'll play Soraka. I'm like, no.
Nami's a fish.
I
Support.
love Nami. She's a mermaid. She's
It's like,
beautiful.
Mermaid.
first of all, I don't like playing support in any game. Second of all, I don't like taking damage in any game, so fuck that.
Yeah.
Fuck
I
that
well,
so hard.
I say I play support very loosely. I play support, but I also KS, not kill steal, kill secure. I'm
Kill
gonna take your
secure.
kills. I'm gonna take your kills, but you get healed in the process, so it's fine.
So what I'm hearing here is, sure, you could put a character into Smash, but oh dear God, why?
Essentially, yeah. I mean, and like you said, there's
Like-
so many options and stuff for it too.
Yeah.
It's hard to
Yeah.
find something that they would actually do because I still think there's a lot of viable characters that would make good characters to
Mhm.
have in the game, but they're not popular enough
Right.
for Riot to be like, yeah, definitely this one. And so it's hard to say in that aspect.
So like my outside
Yeah, like-
perspective is, and granted, I don't know who fits in this category. I would assume that between Riot and Sakurai trying to come to a decision here, they're either going to go with one of the highest, most popular characters that's going to sell money, or one of the originals, and probably whoever is the most popular of those originals. Like, I know there's been some breakout characters, like, I know whenever Jinx released, she was everywhere on the fucking internet. It doesn't matter if you even know what the game is. You know her face. She's just
She
there.
still is, too,
She
yeah.
is
She still
League's
is now,
female
yeah.
Joker. And people just fucking loved her day one. It's like, okay, I don't
I
know
love Jinx.
again what this is from, but I'm seeing her.
I mean, she is fun to
everywhere.
play, so I'll give her that.
She's
So,
super
like,
fun
I
to
don't
play.
know
She
if
is.
she's in that same position still now, or if she even has like
Oh,
the
she still
moveset
is.
that works. But if we were
She's still
getting League content in Smash when she was new, it would have been her 100%. I'm just gonna say that.
Oh yeah,
There's no
yeah.
fucking way it wouldn't be.
The biggest two that I think I could most see them doing would be maybe Garen, but I would hope not, just because it's another sword person, and I feel like there's more than
Yeah.
enough of those with Fire Emblem. So I feel like it would be a move that they would try because it'd be really easy animation wise and like support wise
Not,
and
basically,
everything.
not
like-
just to see a sword person, but he
Yeah.
looks like a regular sword
Yes.
person. Like you mentioned, I think you said, yeah,
He's a
Fiora
generic
is a
swordsman.
fencer.
Fiora.
We don't have
Mhm.
any fencers in Smash.
I could see
the
them.
closest we
I
have is
could-
Lucina.
I couldn't
guess.
see them doing it, but I think one that would make a really cool playable would be Yasuo. There's a lot of flexibility there. He still has the blade. He still has ranged abilities. Like, there's
Yeah.
so many abilities with Yasuo. He would be like perfect to use. Would they use him?
But Yasuo
Probably
is like, yeah, because like I feel like this Smash already has so many swordsmen. It's kind of hard to differentiate them as they are right now. And like
Right.
Yasuo would be playing like Marth probably, just like really fast
Is-
dashing.
Yeah.
From
sword.
what I'm looking at, he's more of a samurai like type character, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
There
With
are no
a
samurais
form
in
of wind
Smash yet.
control.
There is nothing samurai yet in Smash.
Yeah, that's
which is
what
a
I mean. Like,
major
I
surprise.
think it would be a really cool one because he also has like a certain form of like wind control type
Mhm.
thing as well. So it still
Yeah.
gives really cool range for like your actual like dash up. It gives perfect opportunities for that. You still have the sword for melee. Like it has so many opportunities. He would be absolutely perfect. But again, I don't think
And
that
he's popular.
popularity is there. Like,
But, like-
yeah, he is popular, but I don't know if he would be popular enough for them to want to like advertise that much. I feel like the most
he's not
common
like
one
on
that
the
they
Ash
would
level.
Right. I feel like the most common one that they would probably try and do, honestly, is probably Lux.
Yeah.
They baby
Lux
her
is
a lot.
everywhere.
She's in like everything. She has 1.5 million skins. She's a well loved character. She's a well played character. Yeah, she's kind of one of their babies essentially.
Yeah, like
She
biased
looks like she's
aside,
a bit of a
if I don't make any of
cleric-y
like
type.
my
Not
she's a
whole
healer
like
and
that.
damage dealer.
So
It's
that,
like
that would
light.
make sense.
Yeah,
So like
The closest we have
Ari
is like
and
Zelda.
Ash Lux.
yeah,
Kind of like Robin too. I feel like she should play like Robin, minus the
yeah,
Minus
yeah,
the-
actually.
the book.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I hate that mechanic. That's a dumb mechanic. I hate it. don't fuck my attacks up because I use them too much. That's rude. Some people.
What
I
about
could see-
Kog'Maw?
Which one?
Kog'Maw?
Kog'Maw? Oh, Coggy.
Yeah.
I love Coggy. He's a void puppy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
Little
sorry.
He's literally just
He
a
has a
void
puppy.
puppy.
Void puppy?
Yes.
Void puppy.
He's a void
Oh
creature.
God!
No. He's a void creature, but he literally acts like a puppy. Like he
it's like a
literally
puppy.
acts like a puppy dog. Like it's so cute. So literally people call him a
One
void
of his
puppy.
skins is a pug.
Yeah,
See,
One of
he
his
does have
skins
a
is
pug
literally
skin.
a pug.
I clicked
Yep.
on this thinking puppy. What I'm
Yeah, the pillow.
seeing?
No, yeah.
Hey, a puppy!
No.
I don't know who made this official image, but God, fucking
he's so
Christ!
cute. I love him.
It's alien.
Baby
Yep,
alien.
it
Yeah,
is an
that's
alien,
actually
though.
pretty accurate. Yep.
Little alien.
Oh, hey, there's
Yeah.
actually a puppy skin.
Yeah, the
Kog'Maw.
pug skin. Pugmaw.
He
Yep.
shoots tennis balls instead of
Yeah,
spit.
it's it's so ridiculous. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I feel like there's, like I said, I feel like there's the characters that like Kog'Maw. Coggy would actually be really cute and would actually have like the ranged attacks and stuff like that too, and would be really interesting.
Yeah.
But I can't even remember the last time I've seen somebody willingly play Kog'Maw. Like
I
unless
have
it's on
never
an
seen
era and they got him randomly.
There was Twisted Fate was one person I wanted to talk about because Twisted Fate was part of the OG. He was one of the first League of Legends champions, and his mechanic is actually pretty cool because he's like a card guy. He just throws a deck of cards at you, and like each card he
Riot
throws at you
versions
does
of
like
Gambit.
different stuff. Gambit, basically.
And there's nothing wrong
And-
with Gambit.
Nothing
No,
wrong with
I
love
Gambit.
Gambit.
I
I
could
love
totally
Gambit
see
and
He
that.
also looks like a cowboy.
Yes.
We don't
Like
have
a
a
cowboy,
cowboy in
too.
Smash yet either.
I think that's actually a really good idea. I think he would be a really good, interesting one because they could also add in a lot of really interesting mechanics, like with his card. Like,
Some
Yeah.
RNG.
And he has
Yeah.
a southern cowboy accent. Like it's amazing.
Mhm. And he's
Alright.
actually a pretty popular one too.
Because
Honestly.
he's the OG, one of the OG League
Yeah.
of Legends champions, and he's always just kind of irrelevant. He kind of sucks, but he's still great.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Nidalee is one I've seen be mentioned fairly often as well.
Who?
Which one?
Nidalee?
Oh, Nidalee. Nidalee would
Nidalee,
actually
yeah.
be pretty cool. I feel like Nidalee would kind of play like Corrin.
Yeah,
Which-
because like she transforms and stuff.
Yeah, she transforms and she can transform into a cat. And so I could see the play being similar to that. Yeah.
Corrin is an odd one for me because I hated when they got in. Partially because I hated how they got in. It's like, seriously, their game isn't even released yet. What the fuck are you doing? Stop that shit. But they're really fun to play.
Oh
I
no,
love
I
playing as Corrin.
love playing Corrin in Smash.
They're one of my
Oh no,
favorites.
absolutely. Corrin and Kirby. Those are my go-tos. So yeah.
Dragon
yeah.
Spear. Dragon
The
Spear.
2K.
Oh,
Get
yeah.
fucked.
Oh
I
yeah.
hate playing Corrin.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm
you
not-
just like Ganondorf.
Dizzle and DDD and Jiggly.
Doria.
I see
I
two
feel like
best friends here at the top forming.
I was gonna say I love how
Did someone
it's
say
like
Jigglypuff?
I love how it's like, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Wait, what?
Jiggly. I know.
Wait.
I typically
Wait a
like the
minute.
hard-hitting characters. But I Bowser has been my big one for Ultimate. But Smash 4, I was a huge Bowser Jr. player. I like Corrin, I like Robin, Ike, Cloud.
I play all the big boys and Jiggly.
You don't play Donkey Kong though. So you don't play all the big boys. Don't fucking lie. It's not becoming of you. Yeah, this is what I deal with.
I
Stop.
mean, at least you get a free lullaby.
I could take a nap.
Right? I could feel that right now. Yeah. You know.
So luckily, hey, there's more than just characters in Smash, right? There's also, unfortunately, that, which is now done for the rest of the show.
When Jigglypuff uses Puff Up and it's like,
Jiggly.
Yeah, I fucking hate that move so goddamn much. Why did they invent
Oh, yeah.
Puff Up? Like, you had so many better options. And then, hey, Fairy type now. Play Rough as a move. You could do that instead. No, it's still Puff Up.
yeah.
I will say
We would've
Jiggly
liked to see
Smack.
Jigglypuff play rough, yeah.
Jiggly
Okay.
Smack is the most satisfying thing ever. When you just slap someone with Jigglypuff.
Pretty
It is-
Touche. Only
the
reason I
best
would
ever.
ever play her, actually.
Slap.
It's great aerial horizontal recovery, too.
Oh yeah.
Carries are a
Oh,
good
yeah. Oh,
distance.
I do that before I start jumping. I just slap. I just keep on
And
moving.
then rest. So it's not enough to punch them. Then you gotta fall asleep and just make them die.
Yep.
Yeah. So as I was saying, luckily, you don't have to pick just one character, because assist trophies are a thing. And just because the character won't work as a fighter, that doesn't mean you can't make your little void puppy an assist trophy that pops out of its little container for a few seconds, runs around, gnaws somebody's leg, and then fucks off. And there's a fucking ton of options for that. If somebody doesn't, we can't really picture how they would punch and kick, okay, have somebody pop in, do their ultimate, and then leave. Done deal.
I do think with assist stuff too, I feel like they would definitely try and play off of Demacia versus Noxus a lot, which is that's their main thing. Those are the main two areas in Runeterra is Noxus and Demacia. Demacia is basically Horde versus Alliance, essentially.
Yeah, that's kind of where I was
Good
going
guys,
with
bad
that.
guys.
That's essentially what it is, yeah. But their staple main person for Demacia would be Garen, and their staple main person for Noxus would be Darius. So I feel like they would play off of that a good bit. And speaking of, Darius actually would be really cool to see.
I would love
or Draven, but I'm a little biased because I love Draven. But
Draven's
I
so
can see them
annoying.
doing Darius. Draven is not family friendly at all.
He is
None
not
of your
family
favorites
friendly.
Darius,
or
I can see them
anything
doing, though.
are family friendly. Let's be fucking real here for a goddamn second.
I mean,
The closest
But,
one of your
yeah.
favorites that's family friendly is Bird Boy.
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Speaking of, another one that would be really cool to play off of each other type thing would be Zaya and Rakan. They were literally released
Leopards.
at the exact same time. They are a canon couple, and they're I don't know if renegade's quite the right term. They're the last of their species, so they're fighting everybody else, pretty much being leave the forest alone, leave magic alone.
Yeah.
It's all dying off because of you people, and so they're pretty much it's them versus everything else.
And
So
who did you say
having
this was?
Zaya and Rakan, they
XAYAH.
That explains it.
they're absolutely wonderful, and they're opposing personalities and stuff, and I feel like they could play off of that a good bit. The exact way how, I'm not sure, but I could see it being something kind of like how at least Pokemon Trainer used to be. I don't honestly, it's been a long time
Pokemon
since I
Trainer's
played
back
Smash,
to
but I don't know
normal.
if it still is. Okay, but when it switches out, I could see them doing that with just two, so you
Yeah,
can
like
switch
Zelda
out
Sheep used to be
between
like that.
Rakan and Zaya.
That's something I was wanting to bring up. Is would there be, since it's hard to pick one character, if there's potential to have a duo, that is establishes working together that could
It
work
would-
as a fighter.
Definitely be Zyrakan then.
Yeah, because they're the only ones that are necessarily stapled together. There's other ones that are stapled together, like Annie and Tibbers, but Tibbers is Annie's ultimate, and that's
Right,
really
right.
it. So that would be
Yeah.
more of like the full smash, like, and that would really be about it. But the only ones that you could actually switch back and forth, at least I could think of, would probably just be Zion Rakan, which would be really cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of like brother and sisters in League, like Darius and Draven, Lux and Garen.
Yep.
I think Katarina and Cassiopeia are sisters too.
Katarina, Cassiopeia, and Talon are all siblings.
And
Katarina is
Talon,
also
yeah.
a name that I've seen be brought up a lot.
Which one? Katarina?
Katarina. Or maybe I'm thinking of a
Katarina's-
different Katarina from a different game.
No. Katarina's another
No,
fan
she's
favorite,
there.
Riot favorite. Yeah, she hasn't been quite as much of a favorite lately, but she's very much up there with the skins and the popularity and stuff. Especially in the RP community, there's a million Katarinas.
I bet
like-
Katarina's and LeBlanc obviously a lot too.
Yes. Yeah, LeBlanc's another one. Actually, LeBlanc would be really cool to see. Because
LeBlanc would be
LeBlanc's an illusionist, and so she creates doubles of herself, or like she has a little ability where she like steps in front somewhere, and then you press another button, and she go right back to where you were, but where she steps does damage.
Yeah.
So like
Ooh.
she would be kind of like a trickster type. I think would be really
She just
cool
like
to
mind
do.
fucks you.
Yeah, I think she would be really cool to see actually. And she's
Speaking of mindfuck champs, though, like Shaco is like LeBlanc too.
oh
like
my
Shaco,
god,
just
fuck
imagine
Shaco.
just like little Jack in the Boxes and like
Oh,
clouds just-
I knew you were talking about.
No, I don't want to imagine that. No, thank you. God,
mean-
fuck Shaco. He makes me so upset.
From limited looking at them, a character that I think just like would be granted popular, I have no fucking idea, but just like translated them from League to Smash, Lee Sin.
Easy one to transfer. Yeah, that's true. That's
Yeah.
Like
true.
he's a blind monk. He punches and kicks. He apparently can send out sonic blast, so there's your projectile attack.
True.
He has a
he's
shield of some
basically-
sort.
He's basically Bruce Lee.
Bruce
So
Lee.
he's
Like
Ryu.
literally, literally.
He's like
actually.
Ryu basically. Yeah.
Yeah,
He's the
and
Shadow.
that's the
Bruce
one.
Lee.
That's the one issue that I see with him is like he's almost too basic. I don't think
Fair,
there's a whole lot they could do. It would be easy to get like the starter bit of it, but I don't know how far that they'd really be able to take it because there's not much to him.
Fair enough.
So, trying to hook my
There's
poor
even
It's
Jan
like why
does
have
this game.
it's like why include Ken when you can just have Ryu? Oh
I mean,
wait, we have both now.
dun dun dun.
Why? I
Man.
don't know. You could have had Chun-Li. What the fuck?
That would have been awesome.
Could have had Dawson.
Yeah, we could have had Dawson.
Could have had like
Fucking
half
great.
of different Fire Emblem characters, but you know,
Instead, half of our
That's just
Fire Emblem characters
exactly
are
the
just
same thing.
Marth. Where's our axe fighter? Where's our spear wielder? God damn it!
I need a Dragon Rider, please.
You know, he keeps trying to convince me of having a mounted unit, like Sigurd riding on his horse. I'm just like, I'm sorry, I cannot envision a horse in Smash. I can't do it. It does not compute.
Yeah,
Dragon Rider
yeah.
is-
Remember when I
worse.
tried to get Epona to be playable?
Yes, you tried to convince me of
Epona.
Epona. I was like, dude, you're on drugs. Stop it. Get help.
You can't imagine a horse. Oh, can you imagine like a real life
I
horse?
can't imagine a guy sitting on a horse in Smash, somebody hitting them, and then they go flying off together. No, I can't imagine this. This does not work.
Given you thought Ridley was too big once upon a time.
Everybody thought Ridley was too
That was
big
the
at
meme.
some point.
Nah. I thought he was always
Well,
adequate.
There is a League champ, actually a brand new one. Her name is Rel, and she's like a horse. Like her armor turns into
So
a
is
horse,
Hecarim.
but then like it's her armor. Yeah, but
Wow.
Hecarim is just a pure on centaur. But like
A
Rel,
regular horse girl.
like-
Nice.
she's a horse, but then like if she gets smashed off the map, she can just like put on her horse as her armor. That
Yeah.
sounds really weird, but like that could work
A little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
because Rel is like she's riding a horse, but her horse is like what she wears too. She's like a
She
metal.
would
bed,
actually, I think she would transfer over pretty well, actually.
Yeah.
Like all in all, because she literally, that's her whole thing is like transforming back and forth type thing, like given
Yeah.
a circumstance. So maybe after she takes a certain amount of damage, she transforms a state.
She
or something
transforms,
like that. Yeah, that would actually work really well.
Oh. Look at that.
There
you
There's
go,
three
horse and smell.
people who enjoy mounts.
There actually has been a character that I've been pondering for a while now that would transform when they take a certain amount of damage. I've just been trying to figure out how to make them work.
Ooh,
Zygarde.
Kled.
Oh,
Zygarde.
Kled. Yeah. Kled would
Starts
be
out in
good.
its dog form. It takes so much damage. Now it's snake form.
That's
And then
true.
Final Smash, it goes into its Gundam form, because why the fuck not?
Because Gundam.
Oh
Yeah,
my god,
yes.
Zygarde.
apparently Sakurai has a favorite League of Legends character, so I wonder if they'd pull from that.
What? Hold up. Hold the fuck up.
It's
Probably Ari.
Probably.
It's a character called Gnar.
Nar!
Aw.
Yes! Oh, Nar
I
would be
love
cool!
Gnar.
Nar would be
Gnar would be
super
great,
cool,
but-
actually.
That could be your damage
There you
thing too. You piss him off, he turns gigantic.
Yeah, that would actually be really, really good. Oh, wait, I love that.
There
That
you
would be
go.
really good. Nar,
Gnar is
is-
also really adorable.
Nar would probably be, like, non-Mega Nar version would probably be about Kirby size again. But
Nice.
Yeah, he's a Yordle.
He's a Yordle as well, but he's a cave Yordle essentially. He's like he doesn't speak actual words. He just is like this little ball of adorableness.
Gibberish.
But yeah, and he's like hyperactive. He has a little like
Nice.
bone jaw boomerang that he fights with, so there's your range as well. But he deals a certain amount of damage, takes a certain amount of damage, etc., etc. His bar fills up. And once his bar fills up, he turns into Meganar, which is literally a gigantic hulking Meganar that throws boulders at people. So it would be beautiful to see that transformation.
And
Excellent.
technically,
Excellent.
Meganar has the highest stats out of any champ in the game.
Yeah.
Like,
Holy
Like
cow.
he literally turns from like this little thing that you just kind of chuck a boomerang to like the beefiest of beef.
So,
And,
so
that form for X amount of time before he goes back to Little Nar.
little
So that would
baby
be
Nar.
really cool to see that transformation as far as like a certain amount of damage done, like change type thing. That would actually be perfect.
Excellent.
So I've got something for them here. Now, this is assuming that they're not playable with this idea, but we have Mii costumes now. You dress up your Mii fighter as different characters, and sometimes they look weird because it's like, why are you wearing a bodysuit of King K. Rool? That's crazy.
Don't ask me
You
what I
have
do
his
in my
head on
weekends.
your head. No. But this thing could be a good Mii costume.
Yeah.
Nar?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nar?
actually, Nar actually it kind of reminds me that Nar has a costume where he's in a little dinosaur onesie, pretty much.
Oh, Dino
Oh,
Nar.
he
Yeah.
is.
He has a lot of
It's super cute. I actually won a contest when he first came out that somebody bought me him with the skin, and that was the skin that he came out with. But
Nice.
whenever he
I like
turns into
Gentleman
Mega
Nar.
Nar, he turns into Godzilla, essentially. It's really cute.
Gentleman Nar is like my favorite because
Yes.
Gentleman Nar, when he's Mega Nar, he throws Big Ben at you, which is hilarious.
All right.
Adorable. I love Nar. He's so sweet. I'm terrible at playing him, but I love him.
I
Excellent.
suck at Nar, but
He's
Excellent.
very, very hard to play because you have to be good at range and you have to be good at melee to actually play him.
also like timing, because like you may be like ranging some like, oh shit, I gotta turn Mega now, and you're like way back there when Mega Nar should be in
Yeah.
your face.
Or you turn Mega too quick and you're like, oh fuck, I guess I'm going in.
Yeah, shit. Yeah. Get ready, guys.
You only have
Oh
X amount of
boy.
control before you actually transform. Because if you like
Yeah.
if you need to cool down, you literally have to sit back and not do anything. Because every ability
Oh,
that
boy.
you put out, every time that you hit somebody, your bar goes up. So you have very little control over it, which is the point of it. But it makes him extremely difficult to play, which is why I do think in the Smash aspect, it would be really cool for it to be like after a certain amount of damage is dealt, or once he reaches a certain percentile,
Well,
that
they
would
also,
be like an automatic thing.
They also
Yeah.
have, starting with Cloud in Smash 4, they've had some characters now, or maybe it was just like no, there's two characters now. Cloud and Joker can use their down specials to just like charge up a meter. And
Yeah.
they can either just like charge it manually, or as they take damage, it'll just fill up. And then from then, their little special thing activates, and they can. Cloud just gets an upgrade to the next special attack he uses. Joker gets a good upgrade for a certain amount of time.
yeah.
So it works that same.
Pretty much
aspect.
essential to the gameplay for Joker.
Yeah, you kind of have to have
Yeah,
it.
he needs to summon Arsini.
I haven't played since Joker came out. Like I remember seeing all this
So
stuff, and I
release.
was like, I literally, well, yeah, because I was literally like, who is this? Hello, and
Yeah,
that's what made me
that's what I
start
was
looking
like. It's
into
like,
Persona
I don't
stuff.
know who the fuck you are, but two friend groups were like, oh my god, this is awesome. It's like,
Yeah. Oh
tell
no,
me
I had
about
friends
it?
that
Oh,
were
you
like
like,
shitting
okay.
themselves over
And
this.
now I'm just like deep into the series. Like, fuck.
Yeah.
Your
Yeah.
opinion on Persona really took a 180.
It went from
Super
I don't give a
different.
fuck about this to I give
You're
all
like,
the
what is
fucks
this weeb
about
shit?
this.
It sounds like you with My Hero.
When I get into a new thing, I do a deep dive on the new thing.
Same.
Unfortunately, some things I cannot do a deep dive on, so even though I got started on Danganronpa recently, I can't deep dive yet. Because I'm not... I finished the first game and just like, okay, give me the things. Like, I can't give you the things, but why? Because the next game's a sequel and there's an anime sequel. It's like, fuck. I hate you. Now I'm playing through the second game, and then immediately after that, I'll be playing the third game.
Could we talk about League of Legends and Mario Kart as well? Because if you put Nar in Mario Kart, you can just call it Mario Kart.
Well, what?
There you go.
Yes.
Yordle
please.
cart.
That's about it.
Yordle
I was
cart.
gonna say-
Oh my god.
I was gonna say, why not use the horse lady? Put them in a cart that's designed like the horse.
You're gonna have a horse in a
Hold
cart
on.
with someone riding the horse and the horse drives.
Oh,
No,
hold
this
on.
isn't Sigurd.
Because I could legitimately see Riot Games making like a Mario Kart spoof, calling it Yordle Kart, and
Yep.
it being like Yordle bumper cars. 150%
totally-
they would fucking do it, and I would pay actual money for it.
I would pay money for that.
There you go. There you go.
And I would play as
Riot
like
Games. I know
Tiger
none of
and
you are
Lulu.
watching-
Yeah,
I
yeah.
actually
Oh,
do
Lulu,
know somebody
for
that works for
sure.
Riot. Now that I ever think about it, Arun, you remember Leaf?
Oh my god, Leaf, yeah.
Last I checked, he works for Riot.
What have
Wow.
we done?
I thought he was a teacher.
It doesn't-
No, that's Mike.
I thought you live in
Who's
Japan.
Mike?
No, Leaf is in Singapore.
I thought he owns a bar, like a family thing.
Well, no, again, that's Mike. It's the bar.
Is he into like?
Get it right.
Doesn't he want like Ezio and Smash?
He does want Ezio and Smash, and I kind of do now too.
Are we talking about Mike?
No, we're talking about Leaf.
Oh, okay, cool.
God, get it fucking
From
right.
Fire Emblem.
Hecarim and Smash. Let's go.
Oh god.
Who?
The Centaur. Fine,
Oh,
fine.
okay.
Heck
You don't
would
want
honestly
him?
be
How
kind of interesting.
about let's go with Pantheon? Let's do that. I don't
Oh,
know who
dear
this is. I
God.
just picked a name.
Is the centaur the one that saved Harry Potter in the woods?
One of them, yes.
Yes, that
Pantheon-
was Hecarim.
They were
Yeah,
all
yeah.
Hecarim. It's
If it was
and his
Hecarim,
five
if it was
children, all
Hecarim,
named
Harry Potter
Hecarim.
would have been dead right then. So, but
Well, no, if it was Hecarim, Umbridge would have been dead right then, and that's a better universe. Worst character ever.
Wait until we discuss her in Smash.
No.
Dolores for Smash.
No.
I know that you picked a random name, but Pantheon actually wouldn't be horrible because I could see his ultimate being a good smash.
He's essentially a Roman soldier.
Yeah.
Yeah, his ultimate, he literally
he's a
sits there for a
soldier.
second, goes, "Hey, I want to land there," and jumps as far as he fucking wants, and creates pretty much a crater of damage, and is like, "I am here." So that
Yep.
would be really good smash.
Don't
It's
hate
the
it.
And he does melee stuff, and he also chucks spears.
Yeah.
He has a shield. Basically,
I feel
gladiator.
like his basics would
So
be kind
his
of boring.
spirit battle would be day to day. His spirit battle would be day to day. Like he's got the up special where he can slay him down,
Yeah.
and then instead of chucking spears, he just chucks Gordos, which are spiked balls. So
There you go.
close.
Yeah.
And there's
Like
no
what that-
spear user because Byleth doesn't count.
Salt there.
Violent.
Yes, there is a lot of salt there. It should have been either Edelgard, Dimitri, or Claude, not Byleth. Never not
mean-
salt.
Fair.
It should have been Edelgard. I'll fucking say it.
Oh, we've said it plenty of times
Yes,
throughout
and
the
Ephraim would be the
episodes.
spear user. We've discussed this so many times. Get rid
Well,
rid
if
of
you like
the
different
Chrome.
weapons, there's Mordekaiser has a gigantic mace,
You have my attention.
and Mordekaiser's a badass.
Yeah. Mordekaiser's really freaking
He
cool.
also looks like Nightmare.
And the Lich King.
That's actually not wrong. He's from
I
Shadow
know.
Isles, and yeah, his ultimate would be interesting to see them transfer in some way. I don't know how they would do it though.
That'd be cool though, his
Let's
ult,
find
because
out
like
what
his
it
ultimate
is.
basically is like a one-on-one deathmatch in his own Shadow
Mhm.
Realm.
Oh, cinematic.
And he, like,
final,
steals
it's
your
a cinematic
stats.
cutscene Final Smash. Then he just rams
Yeah,
into
Yeah.
somebody. They go into the cutscene, and he beats the shit out of them.
Yeah, it
There.
would be
Easy.
it would be really
Done.
cool to see, honestly. Like they recently
Yeah.
like redid him, and he had the biggest glow up. I think like he's so freaking cool now. Like I love it.
Him
But
and
again,
Urgot
Shadow
had the
Isles,
biggest
I'm
glow
biased.
up. Yeah. Oh, Lister, go to Urgot and then look at his skins.
What about
And
Red
there's a
Brembeck?
pajama one.
I have so many tabs open right now.
Wait, which skin did you say?
Pajamas, he
The
said.
pajama Urgot.
Oh
Pajama
my god!
Guardian. Urgot's like a serious guy.
Ur-
And then they just pajama skin for him.
so Urgot was a joke. They have Star Guardians, which are basically Sailor Moon.
Yeah.
And
Sailor Moon.
as a
Yep.
joke, they were like Urgot, which is like the biggest, like grossest looking champion that they have. They were like, put him in
Crap
a
human.
tiny miniskirt and make him a Star Guardian. So people were like
Yeah.
actually protesting for a Star Guardian Urgot, and that's what happened. Riot very much caters to the biggest memes at the time, like
Yep.
for their characters. Like if you have something like that becomes like a meme staple with League, they're gonna make it a skin.
They'll
like
do
that's just what they
They'll
do.
Okay. Okay.
And there's this
Incredible.
website that like tracks skin sales. And at one point, Pajama Guardian Urgot was like in the top, and like no one plays Urgot. Like
Yeah,
literally
no
one
one
plays Urgot.
even
They're
plays
like,
him. They just bought the skin because they were like, "Fuck yeah, that."
Wait, you guys didn't tell me Sephiroth was in this game. Viego.
Diego,
Viego?
Diego,
Yeah.
or Daddy, as I like to call him.
I see guy with
Yeah,
his
literally.
pale chest out there and giant sword and white hair. It's like, all right, that's the Sephiroth of the game.
Oh
Yeah.
no, go on.
No, that okay. He also has tight pants.
Yeah, he does.
There you go. There's the Sephiroth.
Viego and
Viego,
Silas
go.
could be definitely like
Jesus.
Kirby in the spirit battles because Viego and Silas both steal other people's abilities.
So
Literally,
Viego
that's their
wouldn't be
thing.
Sephiroth in the spirit battles? Who's actually in
He'd
Smash?
be Kirby. He'd be Kirby.
Actually, now that you say it, Silas would be really cool because he can use pretty much his chains for like a ranged attack.
Chains.
He definitely has the melee, and he would have a Kirby type ability of like stealing people's powers and stuff. I feel
It would
like
be
a
cool
more
if like there was some
limited
RNG
ability.
aspect. Yeah,
Mhm.
but if there was like some RNG aspect, like Silas's side special is a random character Smash's side special.
Yeah.
Silas's down special is a random character's down special. You won't be able to control it at all, but it'd be wacky. But
Yeah, that
that'd
would
be cool.
That's what would make it half the fun.
yeah,
I mean,
Sakurai
it's the
would
same
see
thing
that
as, like-
request come in, and he'd be like, "Hey, programmers, this is a no, right?"
oh yeah, there was a
They'd be
whole
like,
there was a
"That's a
whole
no."
video about how Silas almost like broke League of Legends, and
I
like
bet.
Yeah.
Like,
But-
on a similar note, Sakurai has said, like in the last year, that Kirby makes things really complicated. Every time they add a new character, they have to create not only a new Kirby hat, but they have to make sure that new character's standard move works for Kirby.
Yeah,
Like
same with Silas.
he's a major pain in the ass for Sakurai now. If Smash was only being created now and Kirby was only being added in, he would not steal everybody's powers. They'd
Oh,
be like,
yeah.
nope. You can suck up a fire character. You get the basic fire move. You get the sword people. You get a basic sword move. That's it.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit. He would not do it these days. Like, nuh-uh.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't blame him either.
He 100% regrets that decision. But he also didn't think Smash was going to go past Melee. He did not think it was going to last past that. And now every time he just says, like, please, let this be the end. Dear God,
Yep.
let
End
me
me,
rest.
please.
And it never
A
and it never
vacation.
happens. It's just
No,
like you and
he
me
went
recording
from
this podcast.
He went from Smash 4 to Smash 4 DLC to immediately working on Ultimate. There was no break.
Yeah, that was no time.
This man has
Mhm.
been working on
Mhm.
Smash nonstop for years. Let him work on Ice Climber, please. Or, a Kid Icarus port for Switch.
Nartales.
With better controls, dear God. I recently replayed Uprising. It's like, God, my fucking hands. I can't. It's hard.
You remember Dragon Tales?
The TV show?
What? Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what my mind went. I was
Yeah.
like, why are we talking about this?
I obsessively watched that show. Yeah.
You have a child, that's
Yeah.
why.
Mm-mm.
Yes, you do.
What,
She's never seen it. I watched it obsessively when I was a kid.
Yeah, the Adventures of Emmy and Max with Enrique and all those other characters. Colorful dragons.
All I remember is that there was a pink dragon, a fat dragon, and a two-headed dragon. That's all I remember.
You are
I remember
right.
the fat
You are
dragon.
right. There were Zach and Wheezy.
Sure.
Wheezy,
yeah, right.
yes.
Yeah.
Wheezy
Mhm,
for Smash,
mhm.
then, I guess. Sure.
Yeah.
I don't know which
Oh,
one
yeah.
that is, but sure.
Yeah.
Fucking
yeah.
Fuck it. Why not?
Zach and Wheezy, yeah.
Clifford the Big Red Dog for Smash.
Yeah.
Clifford
Yeah.
the Big Red Dog
Yeah.
as a skin for the Nintendo stage.
There you go.
There you go. Lister has Clifford on his t-shirt.
No,
Yeah.
I don't.
He's advertising today.
This video is sponsored by Clifford the Big Red Dog.
Okay.
One thing I just randomly thought of.
Never saw
were talking about-
Strife riding on Clifford.
We were talking about Yordle Kart, and I just thought of Animal Crossing and how Yordles would fit perfectly in Animal Crossing.
Well, here's the
Like,
thing. Animal Crossing
That is a
has those
missed
crossovers.
opportunity right there.
In New Leaf, you can get Wolflink as a villager. You can get Epona as villager. I can't think of I can't remember the other games, but there's some other ones
Ganon.
that the crossover that you can get in the game. It's like, what the fuck? So yeah, fuck it. Why not?
If I could have Nar and
Put-
Lulu living in my
Put
village,
Gnar in Animal Crossing.
like me.
Let's go.
Would so have Nara in my village. Yes, please.
yeah.
I honestly like every single Yordle except probably Tristana. I couldn't care less for her.
Wow, that's
I love all
rude.
the Yordles.
Honestly, not
That's
a
true. That's
big
my
Yordle
favorite.
fan, but I do love Lulu.
But Lulu
And
is
Kled.
amazing.
Kled just makes me laugh. I like Kled.
Kled has awesome voice lines too.
He honestly has some of the best voice lines.
You know who my favorite Yordle is?
Me.
Beaker.
Oh.
Blitzkrieg.
He is the best Yordle.
Nice.
That is my favorite Yordle.
Oh, I actually just thought of somebody else that would be a good character. 'cause
Also,
I'm
Yordle the
looking.
Turtle.
Oh gosh. I'm looking through like a list, just kind of like thinking, and Fizz would actually be a really good one. It'd be a really easy smash and like
Oh
setup
yeah,
and
super
everything.
Smash, yeah.
He would actually be really, really good. His smash is essentially he throws out a fish to like target somebody, literally yells shark, and a giant shark comes out of the water and does damage.
And chomps you.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay,
So
I
he-
can see
I
that.
hate
Looks like a
this.
character Lister would like a lot.
He is a son of a bitch, so yes.
Oh, okay. That's
He's a piece of shit.
He has a certain ability that he can literally kind of like jump onto his trident for half a second. When he does that, you can't target him. Like everything's just he's just So he's a slippery little shit. Is the
I
point.
call that
So
move the stripper pole.
yeah.
I call that
yeah.
move the stripper pole.
Yep,
Goes
it
on a
is.
stripper pole, can't target him, and then he throws a fish at you, and then yells shark, and then you're dead.
So here's
Pretty much.
here's how I'm envisioning this final smash here for Fizz. So he literally just like grabs the fish, throws it decent distance forwards, yells fish, and then a giant shark just goes completely straight up and over the screen. Just
That's
biting
pretty
at
much what it
anything
is
in this way. In massive damage. It's a upside down laser move, essentially.
There you go.
Like that ice climber stage, it's literally a fish that swallows you. Kind of take it like that.
Yes, the fish from Balloon Fight.
Yep. Kind of like a diver's down special, huh?
I don't remember what your diver moves that was.
There's a shark that appears.
Sure.
Yeah. And it
He
hits you.
made a moveset for the diver from Endless Ocean. I'm just like, what the fuck? I don't know.
Of
what to
course.
do with him. Somehow.
My submissions pale in comparison to yours in both quantity and quality.
Well, the quality is variable for some of them. Quantity-wise,
True.
yeah.
Well,
I have a lot
quantity-wise,
of-
I think you have like 400 plus on there
I
yourself.
have more than that. Well, not 400 characters, but 400 pages. Yes. I think there's like 700 pages right now on the wiki.
I did think of another set. How we were talking about Zion Rakon
Mhm.
could like switch out. Lucian
A
and
team
Senna.
of Yordles.
Jesus Christ, no.
Yordle party.
No, Lucian and Senna, they came
Yeah,
out
Lucian and
very
Senna can
far
definitely
apart
split.
from each other, but they're very similar. They're actually a married couple canonically. But when Lucian first came out, the whole thing was that Thresh literally stole his wife.
Wow, what a
They were
dick.
trying to kill
Yeah.
Thresh, and
In
because
his
Thresh
lantern.
collects the souls, he collected her soul and trapped her in his lantern. And then
That's some
later she
incel
became a
shit.
champion, which as like an aside, I was waiting for that for fucking years, and when it happened, I freaked out because I was like, I fucking told you fuckers they were gonna do that.
Yeah.
But
They were
yeah,
gonna
they
do
finally
that.
made her a champion. She escaped the lantern, and she became a champion again. So he was like reunited with his wife. So that would be another good one of like switching back and forth out. They have very similar play styles. He fights with 2 small guns, and she fights with 1 comically
Honker.
huge gun.
Literally gigantic.
Literally.
Literally right.
You could call it
Senna's
And then there's a
actually
small little
super
girl.
fun to play.
Her gun is like massive.
Yeah. It's
Also, she has a skin that was made by Gucci.
yeah.
Like Gucci
actually.
literally made her
That's
skin.
Like
true.
the purse
Nice.
people?
Literally, like she has, I think, what was it? Sunglasses and like a shirt or something. It said like Gucci on it. I think Kiana had the
Anything.
same thing.
Oh god.
Yeah, it was the,
Yeah.
the special
It-
version.
It's
Yeah.
Gucci.
All right.
True damage.
Sure.
Yeah, the true damage Senna Prestige, I think.
hmm
Also, I didn't know there was a high noon Senna. I just now saw that. I was gone from League for about a year, and I came back, and I was like, what the fuck are all these cool skins that came out while I was gone?
I know there was a lot of.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, you came back. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I was actually gone for like a year, and then literally some people were like, you should play League with us. I was like, I haven't played League in forever. And they're like, no, it's fine. You should play League with us. I was like, all right, fine, I'll play like 1 game. And then all of a sudden I was like, oh no, I want to play more. What have I done? I broke the cycle, and now it's back. And immediately, like literally after that first match, I spent $20 immediately. Because I found there was a new skin for my main champion that I have all of her other skins. And I needed it. So I have all of Nami's skins and all of Evelyn's skins, so I had to complete it. Like,
Yeah.
I have
have-
one. I don't have one Evelyn skin, and I never will because I fucking hate it. So
What is it? I need to know now.
the what is it? The sweet. I don't remember what it's called. The sweet something.
Sweetest
Oh,
candy?
the cupcake one.
The like
What?
it was like a candy one. She has like chocolate dipped strawberries and stuff in her hair. Like it's just it looks
Yeah.
fucking ridiculous, and I
Sugar
fucking hate it.
Rush.
Sugar Rush.
Sugar
It's-
Rush.
It doesn't like normally I'm okay with like skins not fitting a character because it's like it's just a skin, it's whatever.
That's meant
But
to
I
be
I
funny.
hate the design of it. I hate the design of it. I hate.
I mean,
the
it
splash
looks
art
like
of
they're
it.
making her into a maid outfit, which I've always found to be weird.
It's yeah. I'm really I despise it. I wanted to like it because I was like, cool, new Evelyn skin. And I was like, it's a cute idea. And then the more I looked at it, I was like, no, I actually just hate it. I hate the design. I
Yeah.
hate the art. I hate the in game. I despise it. So I
None
have
of the sugar.
I've shunned it
I
from my
like them,
existence.
except
The
Yeah.
Braum
Actually-
the Braum one is okay.
Braum one is good because his shield is an ice cream sandwich, which is
Yeah,
awesome.
that is cute. Yeah, that's
That
true.
is kind of funny.
Oh, I again I'm scrolling through like my list. I got to the very bottom. Zoe would be really cool.
Oh, I hate Zoe.
Everybody
her.
hates
I
Zoe.
ban her
Zoe
every
hates
game.
Zoe.
I hate Zoe.
But she basically she pops around everywhere. She has little like portals. and
Portal
stuff, and
jumper.
She pops around everywhere. She puts people to sleep. Like it would be a cool transfer to see. I think.
The
And
sleep
having
mechanic,
like a really
yeah.
wily character like that, I think would be really cool. And I feel like a character like that would be really popular to have in Smash. Like period.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Very
I hate Zoe.
colorful. Like yeah.
Huh. So, there is something that we do here with Supercast Brothers. But before I can say what it is, I need both of you to answer a question. I need both of you to say, if you could add one, just one champion, you gotta name the one. Who are you selecting from League of Legends to join Smash?
Or out of all,
Out of all 155 options, choose your fighter.
Ugh.
I
Can
know.
I be biased?
We've
Of course
talked
you can
about
be
so
biased.
many.
It's your choice. Who isn't biased when it comes to their choice in anything?
Then I got my answer.
Okay, say Gangplank then.
Nope, it's gonna be Lissandra.
Touche. Oh man. I feel like we've talked about so many good ones too that I never thought about before that would be really cool. So
Oh yeah, there's a bunch.
which also, by the way, another one that I forgot to mention earlier, Jace. He has a weapon that changes between melee and ranged, so
Oh
that
yeah,
would be-
melee and ranged.
yeah. It's gonna sound weird because we didn't touch subject on her a lot. But I think I kind of gotta go Elise because it's a Shadow Isles representative for one, which yes, please. But also, I see her
Spiders.
kind of playing similar to Corrin in the fact of like the transformation and stuff. And I think there would be a lot of cool shit to do with her.
Yeah.
And I could pretty much guarantee that I would beat Zantok every time because he would just quit. So.
So here's why I asked you both to do this. With this show, we run on cycles of 3 different types of episodes, and we just go in this order. We have on topics, where we pick a topic and we mostly stay on that topic, and that's what we're doing today. We're just talking about League. Then we have Smashtopias, where we usually will take a character idea, like we've done Ezio, Gengar, Waluigi, and we'll figure out, okay, what would their moves be, how they work in Smash. And then there's the Smash or Dash, where we take 2 characters,
like Smash.
we discuss their potential, how they could work. We don't go in depth like we would in Smashtopia, and then once we've run out of the discussion, we each choose who of those 2 we would put in. So now the 2 of you are going to be participating in something like this. Arun, I want you to pitch us on Lissandra, and Suji, you're going to be pitching us on Elise, telling us both why these should get in and how they would work to the best of your ability, and then we're going to vote on this shit. We're having a special bonus Smash or Dash right here, right now.
My God.
Oh, shucky ducky now.
Actually, extremely interested of the argument for Lissandra.
Population 1, only player. Oh my God. Well, Lissandra, she's an ice mage. She's a badass bitch. She has been corrupted by bad ice, basically, and that's corrupted her. And she's also blind, fun fact. And her moveset could translate well into Smash, and there's not a lot of like antagonistic female representation, I feel, in Smash.
There's none.
There's honestly
arguably one character, but I don't agree with that statement.
So it'd be kind of cool to have like a badass woman in Smash and chucking ice spears at you and freezing you, and her ultimate glacial tomb. Like, you could just think of so many cinematics where she just encases you in ice, and like graphic but awesome at the same time.
It would be pretty cool. Yeah.
I mean, you say graphic, but I made a moveset for the Trapper from Dead by Daylight in Smash, so
There you go.
Yeah, that one got graphic.
And the way
no.
she, because like you don't see her legs, she kind of like hovers through ice, which is creepy. But I would love to see that in Smash, like someone just like hovering and crawling instead of like walking, but it's still a humanoid figure. And she's just a badass. And her skin line, she has 3 skins. maybe 4. Yeah, she has 4 skins. But a lot of those skins have chromas, which are like basically Smash skins where she just changes color.
Right.
And Coven Lysandra is maybe my background picture. So
I mean, that's a
Nice.
good one. That's fair.
All right.
and just ice in general. Like we only have ice climbers, and they just throw little cartoon ice chunks at you.
Yeah.
But like having a whole
Reminds
movement
me of,
around ice is pretty cool.
Yeah.
We have a lot of fire in Smash, not a lot of ice.
True.
All right. So that's Lysandra. Let's hear about Elise.
Well, I feel like that female representation is also viable here as well, just because she's a very badass female. But also the fact of like you have 2 different states that you could essentially play. Her original state plays like a mage, and then her spider state plays like a tank. So I feel like that would be something that would be really cool to have like some form of interchange between that. Also, her range is essentially shooting kind of Spider-Man style, I guess, shooting like chunks of webs. And she does have ones that like can stun and that type of thing. So I feel like in the same way as they have it in League, it would be a little bit more of like maybe a harder skill cap to play. But once you get a hold of her and like actually get a good grip on her, she would be like really fun to play. And me personally, I like ones that have multiple layers to them, because it gets my mind going more. I can focus on it more, and I get like hyper focused on it and I have more fun that way. So at least for me personally, I think that would be really cool. Plus, I mean, she has a ton of skins as well for like different like changes of color and stuff like that. But like she even has like a more humanoid version that they might favor, which is Bewitching Elise. Versus like they have one that would be a really good like just color change with Super Galaxy Elise, which is really cool too. But yeah, like you said, the female representation I think is also a big thing for both of them. But yeah, I think she would be a very good multifaceted to play. She would have a lot more layers and stuff to her.
Okay. So
Okay.
I have both these characters pulled up. I'm just looking at some of their attacks. Kind of feel like, okay, how would I envision this? Again, my outside perspective, because I don't fucking know this. So I'm looking at Lysandra, and I'm saying Ice Shard. Okay, so hurling a spear of ice. That's like a pretty standard special there. So, okay, that's pretty easy there. Glacial Path. Someone's a claw of ice that moves forward in line. Okay, there's your side move. That's easy. Ring of Frost. Freeze anybody nearby. Here, that's probably like a down special counter type move. Somebody hits you at the wrong time, really, for them. They're frozen in place for a little bit, and they're going to get hit. I don't know about going up, but, you could do something with ice pillars or some shit. Frozen Tomb, obviously there's your Final Smash. Over on the Elise side of things, she can fire out toxins. Alright, that works easily enough. She can summon spiders. Which, on one hand, for me, is terrifying.
Your face, girl.
Your internet connection has just been real trash. Your favorite.
I will-
What I hear
I
from
will-
that.
I will say real quickly, because I forgot to mention it before, for like a Smash for her, in her lore, like in Twisted Tree Line, which is the 2-lane map that we talked about, there is a area that you can see Vilemall, which is literally a giant,
the scary spider,
colossal spider god. That is who she's connected to. Like her whole lore is that she captures people to feed to Vilemall. And so I feel like that, even as like a stage change, even would be really cool. Like if they ever did, like we were talking about the changing stage, if they did Shadow Isles, 110% Vilemall would be like maybe spider legs coming out or something like that. Or like for an actual Ultimate Smash, him like eating them or that type of thing. Like that would go perfectly with hers too.
like Elise just eating someone onto a spider web, and then Vilemall is like, "Thanks,
Yeah.
Elise."
Yeah, literally just like yeah, the actual Smash I could see it being essentially like her like stunning somebody down and then just leaving and kind of being like, wait, what? And then there's like a rumble and it's the giant Vilemall. Oh yeah,
my
for
God.
sure.
Nope. So something I was going to say with the whole spider thing is, she wouldn't even be the first character that can summon little creatures to help fight with her. In Brawl, King Dedede could throw out Waddle Dees, and Gordos. Now it's just Gordos, but he still could do it in the past. In Bowser Jr., can bring out the Mecha Koopas, which, walk around for a little bit and then explode. So the Spiderlings could do that same kind of thing. They could just walk around a little bit, kind of like the Mecha Koopas, and then they explode with poison damage. And if you're
That's
in
literally what
range,
they
you're
do in
taking
League.
damage over time for a little
Yeah,
bit.
that's literally one of her attacks. Yeah.
Literally what they do
Yeah,
in League.
I mean,
Yeah.
when I see something called Volatile Spiderling and summons a spider, it's like, all right, well, I know how to make this work.
Yep.
To represent more of her, I'm assuming like she would be in her human form most of the time, probably Smash.
Probably.
But
Yeah.
side special, charge and run attack in her spider form.
Mhm.
Easy done there. O special is a little bit more difficult with her, but I have an idea for it. A lot of characters now have, well, maybe not a lot of, but a lot of the DLC characters have gotten tether recoveries, where they just throw it all out of line, and if it latches onto something, it'll pull them up. Well, spider, webbing, tether, it just fucking works. And then you just gave us the final smash of her sacrificing somebody to her spider god,
yeah.
which
Yup.
fits.
Yeah, and like
And
I was
don't
thinking
like it,
about
but it fits.
Lysandra's up special too, and like
Mhm.
that glacial path, her claw thing, that could almost be like, who is it? Piranha plants, like where Piranha plant like moves their neck a little bit to like aim and stuff, kind of with
Jump,
like
or
yeah.
That's his down special too, I believe. His
Yeah,
up
it's down
literally
special,
becomes
too.
a helicopter.
Oh yeah, the helicopter.
Helicopter plant. Fucking what?
Why not?
Why not?
Why? Why does it exist? First of all, you couldn't come with Gino. Never not better. Never not better. So, before we get to the vote, do you guys have anything else you want to say in your character's favor?
I feel like I talked too much about it because I got a little hyped.
Hey, that's why we exist here on this show. We exist to hype up the shit that we like. That's why we talked about Waluigi as our first character. We're just like, who do we want to do first? Waluigi.
Norm
Fuck
the
yeah.
no. Oh yeah, Waluigi. Yep.
No, we didn't do Nor.
Okay.
Well, in the DC universe, I was a big Killer Frost fan, and I want to see Killer Frost in Smash. So if I can see Lysandra in Smash, that's a good.
Play Injustice.
I love Injustice.
I personally, as far as the lease goes, I think the flexibility between like having kind of a core and like aspect of having another character that's similar to that, of having two different like skill sets in one character without being overwhelming, something that I would really personally like to see.
Kids don't like spiders, though.
I mean, yeah, but that's kind of half the point.
You don't have to be a kid to be a good boy or girl.
Disapproving Zantok.
This Lysandra kind of awakens Lister's old fanfics that he did of like an evil Elsa as well.
What?
There
I was
you go,
definitely
evil
never-
Elsa.
Now listen, I've had a lot of story ideas over the years, but that was never one of them. I've
That was
literally
never-
never once thought evil Elsa.
That was never a public one, he means.
Oh,
Am I
none of my
projecting
stories
again,
were
maybe,
public
or-
because I can't write for shit. I tried, and I can't write.
That one that you
All I
wrote
can
about
do
the
is come up with
biomass
ideas.
pandemic.
I have no creativity. I only have ideas. It's why I have no worth to
That was a
society.
good one. Oh, you have a worth to this miniature interspersed community that you've developed over the internet. Look at how you've introduced 3 of your friends to one another tonight.
Who will never again
What a-
speak to each other.
What a special friend you are to have done this generously, extending your heart
I paid them to
across
show up.
3
An
separate
exposure.
bridges.
Exposure. I can't wait to be
Yeah.
exposed.
What did you
You
expose?
are right now. Say hello to YouTube and Spotify. And wherever the hell else we put this up, because I'm not in charge of anything besides the YouTube portion. Haha.
Basically, wherever RSS has a feed, which is almost everywhere. So we're good.
Even on Twitch, apparently. Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, there was that one time.
that was a good
On
time.
a bank
Yes.
game.
What? No,
Yeah.
What?
I don't do music. You know this. Why would you say such a weird thing?
Music.
I think a band camp is about music. Thank you.
Not this one.
Oh, it can be hosted
Well,
on
then it's
Bandcamp.
clearly
You
not
can
about
sell it on
band.
there for a donation.
What the fuck? That's some.
Oh, we're a
fucked up shit.
band, are we not?
are-
There's
no.
4 people here.
No,
A
God,
merry
no.
band,
What
eh?
this is my nightmare.
Wow, you must be a real masochist.
Sometimes I play
Are
Dead
you
by Daylight.
a part
so
of that? Yeah.
with that person.
What you're talking about? I play the
Me?
2 games that I play the most are games that no one should ever play, which is League of Legends and Dead by Daylight. Just don't do it.
Nice.
Yeah, they should also never play Animal Crossing, which is your third
Yeah,
game.
no, that one I do recommend. Please
Nope.
play Animal Crossing.
I
I want more
I,
friends.
I
Yeah.
played it until Final Fantasy 7 Remake came out, and I was like, all right, never touching this again. I'm done. Moving on.
The only games that I play are Bejeweled and Puzzle Pirates.
Quality games.
Can't go wrong.
Arun, why do I not think you know what Puzzle Pirates is?
You've spoken about Puzzle Pirates many times to me.
Have I?
Yes.
I don't recall this, and I think you're bullshitting.
Years and years ago. But I just remember Puzzle Pirates.
Years and years ago, you were 6.
Spy Fox as well. Oh, you started talking to him when you were 6 years old. I think that's a whole other.
I mean,
story.
he was a baby when I first knew
I
that
was
he
an
existed,
infant
so.
when Lister.
Was he
yeah.
your was he
Uncle,
your
yeah.
child?
No, I'm his uncle.
Is he? What
Yeah.
about Eric? Is that your
No,
child?
we don't talk about Eric. Just like how
Okay.
Suji doesn't talk about her household.
Yeah.
You know what I'm referring to. All right, so let's get to it then. We have one champion for Lysandra and one champion for Elise. Jonno, who do you smash and whose hopes do you dash?
That was an interesting first half to that question, my dear friend.
Yeah, I forgot how it's normally supposed to go, but then I fixed it in the second half. It's supposed to be, who do you add to smash and whose hopes do you dash? My bad.
Who cares about branding when 2 people watch this show? Okay.
True.
So, and they're here.
Yep.
They want to watch this show back because they appear in it. Difficult to say because they both introduce mechanics to Smash that are unique in the current playfield of Smash. And they were deliberately chosen in order to do so. That's why we're not talking about Bruce Lee or whatever the hell.
Or generic sword boy.
Exactly.
Gendry or whatever the fuck his
so
name is.
Gendry?
Yeah, Gendry.
The would-be king?
Yeah.
Who has a better story than Gendry?
A lot of people, actually.
I could name a few.
Most of them are dead, however, so.
If we're going to have anyone related to Robert Baratheon in Smash, I think I'd choose Bessie. Now, nonetheless, interesting enough, because Lysandra, you have a character that could use spears made of ice. And
There's a lot of melee potential
those are
right
2
there.
two elements that we don't really see a lot in Smash: spears and ice in general, and evil-ish and Elise. Spiders, one of our dear friends, my old pal, the co-host of this show, one of his favorite elements of any character in any particular medium, and that about says that. And as Suji was talking about it too, I did like the idea of kind of a quick change character, where you're naturally shifting between these forms, without it being like, so it's not like a hard form transformation. It's kind of on the fly. That's what I kind of understood from that. So 2 very different play styles here, and so I guess I'm just going to go with the one that I would probably personally play as both, because as far as the interest goes, we're dealing with 2 elements here. Number 1, everything I learned about League I learned about today. literally this guy tells me, hey, can we talk about the set up for the podcast tomorrow? And I'm like, shit, that's not next week.
I would like to inform the audience that this podcast was supposed to air months ago, but then Sephiroth got revealed and it took that slot away. That's when this one was supposed to go up, and he was not even prepared then.
Nope.
Well, then you know what to expect.
I unfortunately do with him. He also, for our very first Smashtopia episode, did not come up with a moveset for Waluigi at all. We had to delay it a few days for him to come up with something like, bitch.
At least we've been releasing the episodes out on time. That's been a benefit of this year compared to last.
Yes, when they would come out 3 months later.
Yeah, just about. Growing pains. We have a strong audience, though.
This is why I'm in charge of the schedule, both for Select Star Gaming and for Supercast Brothers, because nobody else is capable.
No, they're capable, or maybe they're just disinterested.
They're not capable.
Oh yeah, that's true. You know I love you. How does that make you feel?
Anyways, your vote. We need to wrap it up.
Okay. So I'm just gonna. So yeah, number one, I don't know too much about League. Number two, I don't even remember number two at this point because we went on a tangent. So, I would really both of these characters are on equal footing for me as far as want goes. Both because I don't know a lot about them and because they both introduced so many different new. No, I do. I wouldn't be. I'm ambivalent rather. I wouldn't hate them being in. How about that? I think it's the more straightforward choice, but I would probably go Lysandra here.
All right.
Just for my personal play style, because there's no other basis to go off of, because Elise is a very strong and arguably in some cases more unique choice.
It's hard to say
we did
who
talk about
between
Spider-Man
them would be the more unique, considering one is Ice, which again is only used by one other character in only one other character in Smash, that being the Ice Climbers. And then we have a character that turns into a spider, which is arguably pretty goddamn unique too.
Oh yeah.
So I would say they're both very unique in that aspect. For me, between the two of them, we have somebody that uses ice, somebody that terrifies me. I mean, I'm going to be honest. The fact that they turn into a spider is a negative. It's a big negative for me as a voter here. It's a reality of the scenario that has been put forth here, and maybe you would pick somebody else if you knew what hell I was going to force you into. But that was the point. So looking at this, I like one character that can throw ice projectiles, use an ice spear. That's really cool. I hate counters. I'm fucking sick of how almost every character has a counter these days. But a counter that freezes, hey, that's still something that's brand new. Over on the Elite side of things, firing out poison, okay, that's pretty goddamn cool. Little poisonous spiders that explode and cause people to take continuous damage. That's also, again, pretty goddamn cool. I like that idea a lot in a fighter. I just don't like that it's a spider. But there is a lot of there's potential for both these characters. There's potential for a lot of League characters. I know the two of you were saying I can't really view this character punching or kicking. But for me, I look at it as the aspect of, so what? So fucking what? Captain Falcon, Fox, Zelda. When was Zelda ever a fighter? She wasn't. Steve. Almost any video game character out there can potentially work. Now, there are some that just can't. For whatever fucking reason. But I'm not getting into that right now. I'm just more making the point that I think either of these could theoretically work if they were selected to be in. But if I'm picking which one I would rather see in, who I'd rather have in the game, who I'd rather play as, it's no contest. It's Lysandra.
You don't want to see spiders in your game?
No!
Oh man.
It's I'm not denying the character has potential, but what do I want?
I was on the
I want to not have nightmares when I go to bed. No, see, what the real answer is, since we have a tiebreaker, I'm just going to say the real answer is Fiddlesticks. Because I don't know what that is, but the name's funny.
Fiddlesticks?
Yeah, my real answer is
Fiddlesticks is the real answer. Fiddlesticks for Smash. Who the fuck is this? I don't know.
A scarecrow that
Uh,
throws birds.
Fiddlesticks is arguably
in.
the most terrifying character in League, actually, since his update.
You should watch his cinematic. He
No,
is
legitimately,
terrifying.
I'll
no,
just look
please.
at this picture.
Please, no. Please watch his cinematic because actually it's beautiful, but it's fucking horrifying. I want a whole movie about
It's the
him,
Twisted
actually.
Fate Fiddlesticks one. That's like an amazing one.
Nope,
It's
nope,
so
nope,
good.
nope.
He's
Twisted Fate.
crazy.
Instead, you know what we're gonna do right now?
Nar for Smash.
Nar for Smash.
Yep.
That's what we've really come to sell here, everybody. Is
Yep.
we
There
are
you
officially
go.
saying Nar is our League of Legends
The
pick
primary
to enter
pick.
Smash.
Go ahead.
It is official. The stage is whatever
Yes.
the fuck the world is called. Nobody gives a goddamn shit what the world is called. It's called Butt Sniffer. I don't know. Fuck it. Nobody likes League of Legends, so I can say what I want, right? Nobody watches this show. Anyways, so, hey, we're done here, which means it's time for two things. One, to say goodbye to these three chuckle fucks,
Wow.
and also to tease
Title
our
coming
next
from you, eh?
episode. So, next time around, it's going to be another one of our Smash Dopias. We're taking a character, we're giving them a move set, and this time around, we are going with a character from Namco. Who
And we're bringing one of your
somehow
other special
only
friends.
has Pac-Man and
Yeah.
Smash, despite the fact that they worked on Smash 4 and Ultimate. Where's our second Namco character? Seriously, what the hell? But we're going with a unrepresented franchise thus far, but one that is widely talked about and actually has had a Mii costume. It's the Tales of franchise. And who are we talking about? Not Lloyd Irving. Nobody cares about Lloyd Irving. He is a big dumb. We're talking about somebody much better. It's Yuri
Red
Lowell.
13. Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
we'll see you all in that episode. Yuri Lowell get into Smash with another guest.
Another special friend of listeners.
Yes. I don't know if I'd use the
And
word
oh-
Pulls
special,
us out of our asses.
but
Yep.
yes. And then they will go back in the basement,
The
just
nice
like these
word.
two will be going back to the basement, because that's where
After
everybody
I'm drunk.
stays.
Where will I go?
I got my own room.
Hell. Oh, you
Oh,
have a room.
this is a long
Zach
distance
is just
call,
chained
so-
up on the wall. That's where he
Yeah.
lives.
Okay.
So,
okay.
with all that,
I live on a
we
broomstick.
ain't talking about League anymore. And we'll see you all next time.
All
Now I'm gonna
right.
go in and
Next
sub again.
episode, Chucky
Peace.
Finster.
Goodbye.
We'll see you.